Hey, what's up guys, my name is Anshul and welcome back to another video on this channel. Today in this video, let us discuss about the Google Pixel 8 and the Google Pixel 8 Pro, the smartphones that have just been released by Google today in their I/O event. Now, we all know that it is Techtober and we have too many incoming smartphones this month. But what makes Google smartphones special is the AI features that are enabled on their Google Pixel devices. And yes, that may be the end of this video. Okay, bye. Okay, well, yeah, I'm just kidding. We all know that the Google Pixel devices are loaded by the AI feature, but there are a few things in the Google Pixel devices this year that I want to discuss about in this video, and I will make sure that it is not a very long video and to summarize everything in this video in very short. Now, the first thing that I noticed is the look of the smartphone is almost identical to the last year with flat display and classic horizontal camera visor on the back, which now I think for the Pixel devices is the statement. It shows that this is a Pixel device, and that is something that distinguishes the Google Pixel devices from all the other Android smartphones that we have in the market. They are now more rounded and shorter than the last year's Google Pixel 7 and the 7 Pro, with the 8 Pro housing all the lenses under one single glass this year. So that may be a noticeable small change on the Google Pixel 8 Pro versus what we had with the Google Pixel 7 Pro from the last year. Also, the Pro models now have a matte glass finish. That means that those are the Pro premium devices, unlike the regular Google Pixel 8s that we have. And also, both of these smartphones now have a brighter display, which Google calls it to be an extra display technology, which is just a naming convention, just like a liquid retina display and a super retina display and whatsoever we have in the market. But I can say one thing, the early impressions and the early thoughts on this smartphone is that the displays are really good this year around, and this is a major improvement. The Pixel 8 has a shorter 6.2 inches OLED display with a resolution of 1080 into 2400 pixels and a refresh rate of 120 Hz. So thankfully, we now have an upgrade in this department, because the last year's Google Pixel 7 had a refresh rate of about 90 Hz. And one more thing is that the bezels are very narrow on these new Google Pixel 8 smartphones. The peak brightness is 2000 nits for the bright outdoors, and the HDR brightness is 1400 nits, and the display technology is not LTPO on this regular Google Pixel 8, which basically means that the refresh rate will not dial down to 1 Hz when required, and it will not dial up to 60 Hz or 120 Hz or anything that is required by a particular application at that time. This is still not as bad, because we still have got 120 Hz refresh rate. And also, again, as I said, the symmetrical bezels on the Google Pixel 8 are a major win this year. I would say it is not perfectly symmetrical, but it is very close to a nearly perfectly symmetrical Google Pixel smartphone that we expected to come this year, and yes, it is finally here. Now, the Google Pixel 8 Pro on the other hand has a 6.7 inches OLED display with 120 Hz of refresh rate, and this one over here is an LTPO panel, which is a good one. It is a QHD display and has a brightness up to 1600 nits with HDR content enabled and 2400 nits when it is outdoors. And this is just amazing, because I do not know any other manufacturer in the North American market that is doing the same right now. We know Vivo has the same technology, and that smartphone is just available for the Chinese market or European market, and some of them in the Indian market as well. But for the North American market, it is a major win, and I expect now that the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra could come with a similar display in the future as well. Now, on to the second major improvement in the Google Pixel 8 and the Google Pixel 8 Pro, which is the real winner for me this year around, is 7 years of security updates on these latest devices. Now, this means that the Google Pixel 8 and the Google Pixel 8 Pro will get security patches until October 2030 with major OS updates until October 2029. This makes the Pixel 8 the most future-proof Android smartphone that we have in the market right now, finally beating what Samsung used to offer, the 5 years of update in terms of OS in their smartphone, which is great. Now on to the third distinction, I would not say is the better cameras, but I would say the better AI enabled features that comes with the G3 Tensor chip, which Google did not talk a lot about in their event. But hey, we all know that the G3 Tensor chip would not be the fastest chipset in the market, but it will enable 150 times more AI algorithms because of the power of that chip, and it will help us to improve so many AI features that are already present on the Google Pixel 7 Pro and the Google Pixel 7, and it will also add some new features in here. Now the point is that these pixels have been developing around some core features like the magic eraser, the clear calling feature, twist to change cameras, auto transcribe, direct my call feature, Gboard audio, text, and more. And this year we have the magic editor, which allows you to shift the subject on the X and the Y axis from one position to another, and also allows you to remove the background from the image, which is just very amazing. You can choose a particular background. I still need to test this with my Pixel 8 that will be coming in a few days, but over here I'm just amazed what Google showed in their keynote. Now, Google also implemented a few more things like using the Google AI to reduce distracting sounds like car and wind, so you can hear the ones you want. Also, you have the call screen feature. Well, with this call screen feature, Google Assistant can now detect and filter out even more spam calls. For other calls, it can tell you who is calling and why before you pick up. The improved AI voice, which can actually fool the person on call to be an actual human speaking subject, and there are some other features like crash detection as well, which is just amazing on the Google Pixel smartphones. Also, the Google Pixel 8 Pro now has a temperature sensor included on the back of the smartphone, which is very neat and clean. The only thing is that this one over here as of right now cannot read the temperatures on the human subject, but I think that this feature will be coming down the road on the Google Pixel 8 Pro. Now, another exclusive feature to the Google Pixel 8 Pro device is the inclusion of this video booster feature that in my opinion is a very good one. What you can do with this feature is that it will help you to avoid any shaky or imperfect videos. Video Boost automatically adjusts color, lighting, stabilization, and the graininess to make every movement way more cinematic. And I think that this is a great addition because this can change the entire game, that how the videos are being shot on the Google Pixel devices versus what we have with the iPhones and the Samsung Galaxies, the latest ones that we have in the market. Also, interesting enough, this time Google also has a Google Recorder AI summary with a real-time transcription of the page into some few useful points. And yes, it is also a Google Pixel 8 Pro exclusive. And yes, that means that a lot of features that are available on the Google Pixel devices this year are mostly the Pro exclusive, and this is something that I wanted to mention in this video. Now on to the fourth thing that I want to discuss, and again, as I said before, a lot of things over here as well would be exclusive to the Google Pixel 8 Pro and not to the Google Pixel 8. I'm talking about the cameras on the Google Pixel 8 versus the Google Pixel 8 Pro, what we have this year around. Now, the Google Pixel 8 Pro has a 48 megapixel quad PD telephoto camera with 5x optical zoom. That is the main highlight of this camera system on the Google Pixel 8 Pro. It will give you the highest quality zoom on the Pixel and up to 30x of super resolution zoom. The Pro model is a bit more special, as I said, this year, and there are Pro controls to unlock advanced camera settings like shutter speed, ISO, and more. Again, I do not think so that it would be a very difficult thing for Google to enable these features on the Google Pixel 8, the regular one, but I think so it could be one possibility that the size constraint of the Google Pixel 8 may lead to some overheating features after enabling these Pro features on that device, and that could be one reason to disable those features. But again, it could also be a marketing gimmick so that people buy the Google Pixel 8 Pro and the company earns more money. Now, apart from that, I do not see much of the camera hardware improvements, but the Google Pixel 8 and the Google Pixel 8 Pro both will use a G3 Tensor chip along with the neural engine to enhance the photographs, and keeping in mind that the Pro has 150 times more AI enhancements going on in terms of some AI models, it will help the Pro models more in terms of the photography and the video. Again, a Pro exclusive feature and something that we do not have in the regular Google Pixel 8. Rest, we have the Google Pixel 8 with a dual camera setup with a 50 megapixel octa PD wide camera with 1.2 microamp pixel width and f1.68 aperture, and it provides a super resolution up to 8x versus the 30x on the Pro devices. And also there is a secondary camera that is a 12 megapixel ultra wide camera with autofocus and 1.25 microamp pixel width and f2.2 aperture and a wide 125.8 degree of field of view. I think it would have been better if they used similar lenses on both of the smartphones, because on the Google Pixel 8 Pro we have two 48 megapixel cameras, and I think that if Google could put that 48 megapixel secondary camera as well on the Google Pixel 8 regular, there would be a lot of features that this smartphone could share from its more expensive Pro device. So yes, again, a lot of Pro features that you will get, you have to pay some extra money so that you can get those features on your Google Pixel 8. Now with that said, both the Google Pixel 8 and the Google Pixel 8 Pro as suggested by Google will have 24-hour plus of battery life. That is amazing as it sounds, but that is something that we would test later when we will have our devices in the studio. Apart from that, both of the devices support fast charging, that is 30-watt enabled, and they have reverse charging and they have wireless charging support as well. And with that, we have a price increase on these new smartphones, which is $100 more than the last year, which means that the Google Pixel 8 will now cost $699 and the Pixel 8 Pro will cost $999. Which you look closely, then sure, the Google Pixel 8 Pro is a more expensive device than the last year, but it does justify the price increase this year. It has 12GB of RAM, it has a better display, it has a better camera setup, and overall it is a good package in comparison to what we had in that last year, and that $100 price point is just justified over there. But if I talk about the Google Pixel 8, then apart from 2000 nits of peak brightness and a more symmetrical display, I do not see much of improvements on that device, and a lot of features, as I said again, are just specifically for the Pro devices, and they are just not coming to the Google Pixel 8, which might be a shame because I like Google and I would think that Google will at least bring all the good great camera features on the Google Pixel 8, the regular device as well. So well, yes, that was all that I wanted to discuss about the Google Pixel 8 and the Google Pixel 8 Pro in this video. If you are in market right now and if you're looking to pre-order the Google Pixel 8 devices, I would say this year around go with the Google Pixel 8 Pro, because that $100 of price increase on the Google Pixel 8, it just does not justify that price increase. But if you get the Google Pixel 8 Pro, that $100 more will give you a lot of Pro features on the Pro device. And yes, that was all about this video. I hope you learned something from this video. My name is Anshul. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.